Greetings, you beautiful hillbillies. Well, like I said in my previous video, my fishing, I'm not going to bombard you with all these weekly bullshit videos of what I'm with me wiping my ass, etc, etc. That's not me. I'm fishing. Early June I had an opportunity to take a local ticket up, which I've been offered before about 6 years ago, but my Rodney ticket come first. So I took the Rodney ticket and I got slung to the back of the list. Well, 6 years later, my name came back out, and this is Taver and Mills. Probably one of the better, if not the better, fisheries, syndicate fishery, should I say, in Norfolk, 25 minutes from home. Had to sell a bollock to pay for it, but besides the point, I got my ticket. That's the main thing. So what I'm going to do with my mindless ramblings on these sessions is I'm going to do them monthly. So I'm going to be doing an overnighter a week. I might do a 48. Certainly I'm on an overnighter. I might do a 48, but we'll see. I'll get some pictures of this section of the lake that I'm fishing. I'm on fish. Literally I was walking around. You want a whole day to walk around this bloody place. It's all nooks and crannies and spits and back bays of back bays of back bays and more spits and little islands and lily pads and weeds. It's all sorts. Honestly, it's probably one of the most jaw-dropping lakes that I have fished in a long time. So walked around to this lake, walked around the lake, and instantly sort of pulled into a swim that I liked the look of, and I just sort of sat down in the lilies right beside the swim, not even a rod yard out, bush. 2 minutes later, bush. 2 minutes later, bush. Yeah, right, we're coming in here. 500 yards back to the barrow. It's a long shack. Got the van, barrow here, and this is where we are. I've seen 3 more shows, so I'm on fish. Bit of a ramshackled affair, really, not my usual precision casting as such. I'm on fish. They're in the lily pads. I mean, the lily pads are literally just there. So I'm fishing particles, which I'm allowed to do here. Same hybrid rig. I've got no worries. But what I've done is I don't know what's on the bottom because I've not faffed about too much with a leading rod. So literally, I'm fishing heli on a copper core leader, and what I've done is I've just pulled the bead off, so the bead's free running. So technically I'm running a free running rig. Quickly ramshackled 3 PVA bags together, lobbed them as close to the lilies as I dare, and I'm snag fishing, so it's all is good. I'm confident something might happen tonight, but to be fair, it's a new water. I feel a little unprepared. It is really fly by the seat of your pants, but we'll suck it and see, as I say. Really, this will come into its own later on in the year. One of the other members, who's a long-term member, told me it gets busy. As soon as September comes, that's it. The fish will have weight, and that's what everyone's chasing. But yeah, so I'll keep you informed of what's going on as we develop. But like I said, I'm going to do monthly videos, so that will be, we're now in June, so that will be June to July, and then July into August. So from week after next, I'll be doing regular overnighters. It'll be a Monday night onto Tuesday. Tuesday's my day off, so I'll be doing regularly overnight sessions every week, and then we'll see how this develops, and then hopefully sort of late September, early October, I'll get 5 or 6 days in at Rodney with a bit of luck. I've got Holland in 2 weeks, not even thought about that yet, but we'll fly by the seat of our pants and just get on with it. It'll be fine. So love you and leave you. That's a little bit of mindless gibberish for 5 minutes, and I'll keep you posted.
Well, this is my digs, so to speak, and there's my problem. About 30 geese. Wiped out 2 of my rods last night. which was not ideal. It's going to be a bit of a mission, I think. Just recast one of my rods over there, towards where the sun is. That's where I saw a show of good fish, so I quickly flicked it out there for single. I'm going home today. I'm not going to do another night. I've really got to get ready for Holland and start preparing for Holland, should I say. So not going to get back here next week, but I am going to stick. I've got about a couple of kilos of particles with me, so I'm going to lob them out in the margins. I think the edge here will work, and I'm going to let the geese do the work for me and clear some spots, I hope. And yeah, fingers crossed, week after next, when my next session is, I'm going to hopefully get fish on the bank. But the fish are certainly down this end of the lake. That's for a dead cert. That's where I had a big crash when I got here. That's where I saw the fish that made me go into this swim, just down there. Bait, you can see why bait boats and baiting poles have been banned here. And I can also see the need for them, really. But it cuts from the men from the boys, so to speak. Right, that was a little view of my swim, so to speak. Like I said, I'm going home today. It's not the fact that it doesn't feel right. I've just got 101 million things to do. I was thinking about Holland late last night, and I've got to get prepared for that. I'll do a session video for that as and when I'm there. I'm fishing with a guy called Tim, lovely bloke. He just needs a bit of confidence in his fishing, really. So hopefully he'll turn feral after a week with me. And we'll try our best. I mean, it's a well-known lake in Holland, Glory Lakes. I fished it before a couple of 3 years ago, not long after it opened. So we'll see how that goes, but that should be fine. Should be a good trip. Got to find my bloody Polaroids. I don't know what I've done with them. I thought they were in my van, but obviously not. But like I said, I'm going to get got a couple of kilos of particles with me. These geese are obviously here. They're resident. So I'm going to chuck out a couple of kilos that I've got. See if I can't get some spots going. Close in the margins. Reasonably close. Sort of 2-3 rod lengths out maximum. And see if I can get some clear spots going. And then I'll get them on boilie. A friend of mine who's been a long-term member of the syndicate, he told me that particle crumb baits work, but the problem is without a bait boat and baiting pole, you're on PVA bags, and it's a pain in the arse. So I fucking hate PVA bags. So my main aim now is to get some particles out, get some spots clear, and get something going. There's a lot of activity down this end of the lake. There has been all night. I'm in the right spot. It's just a matter of getting it right. But like I said, it's a new water to me. It's going to take time. But like I said, it's an absolute stunner. It really is a stunner. Now it's just about preparation more than anything. Like I said, this will be my last video for a little while until I come back week after next. I've got work next week, and then I'll be back the following week. for an overnighter, and then hopefully we'll get some developments going. But I'm gonna, beauty of this place being only 25 minutes from home is I can keep the particles going in, keep the spots clear, let the geese do the work for me, and then boilie on top. That's what my plan is. I think I've been up since 4 o'clock. The geese, I reset the rods after the geese wiped me out last night, and then they wiped me out again, the bastards. So I'm sort of like calling it, I'm admitting defeat, so to speak, and just a matter of now preparing for later on in the year. Just keep the bait going in, get some spots going. That's the key, and hopefully pay dividends. I don't chase weight. Everyone chases weight. To me, a carp's a carp. I don't give monkeys if it's £15 or it's £35 or it's £40. It's all the same to me. It's carp fishing, proper carp fishing. All this chasing weight bullshit, trying to make a name for yourself and all that crap just doesn't. Yeah, not my way of things. Not my way of doing things. You know, I'm here to chill out and catch a fish as a bonus. So, you know, I've enjoyed the session tonight. Last night I could have done without being wiped out by the geese, because I was fairly confident of a run, but it is what it is, so to speak. So yeah, it's legwork now. It's a nice swim, this, and I just, like I said, I just need to get some particles in or something just to get some spots going, because I think you can get the buggers in close. The water's fairly cloudy. You can't. It's not gin clear, unfortunately. I wish it bloody was, but we shall suck it and see. Suck it and see. So that's me now until week after next, and then I'll do a monthly video, or I'll wrap up. I'll do a couple of sessions before I go to Holland, and then that'll be my June video, if you like. And then Holland would be then, and then it'll be full bore onto here until I go to Rodney next. So, like I said, love you and leave you. Tight lines if you're fishing. If you're not, and you're at the coalface, well, that's a bummer. But yeah, happy days, troops. Happy days.